Opposite directions. Reverse it. Up, shoulder level, crossing, pull, pinch, cross. Should feel nothing in your neck. Anything in your neck at all, stop and lower your arms or loosen up a little bit. And step out a bit. One thumb down, one up. Catch the arm, pull. Now the arm's this way, catch. Now it's this way, and go. Legs out a little further.
As a verb, further can mean promote the growth of. As an adjective.
Thank you, Alexa. Work yourself up. Shake out the arms, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Okay, neck, turn side to side. I always forget to do the neck. Other ear to shoulder, not shoulder to ear. And don't crunch up your neck. Lengthen it and reach over. Imagine you have one of those collars on. You're going back this direction, it will be good. You crunch down, that will be bad. Circle, slow. Other direction. Okay, pick up a leg. Lock the ankle in place, kind of pull the toes up, loosen the knee. Reverse it. Keep the ankle tight, knee loose. It's like a punch, right? Fist tight, arm loose. Kind of hard to do it first. In and out. Other leg. Toes up, ankle in place, circles. Switch directions. In and out. Leg locked out, other side, just the ankle. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Other direction. Up and down. Toes. Bend, set down, other foot out. Other direction. Up and down. Toes. The knee, set it down, legs gently, side to side. Loosen up, start getting your heartbeat up a little bit. Breathe in a little faster. Forward and back, unless you're on the second story or something. Which technically I think I am, but that's okay. Only a garage underneath me. Feet together, bunny hops. Little side to side. Loosen the hips up, keep the shoulders square toward me, and then let the hips side to side. Check it out. Knees up and down, switching sides. To the side, to the back like we did yesterday. Okay, so we're just going to go through, instead of 30, 30, 30, we're going to put them all together. Okay, knees forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Behind, stiff-legged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, move around a little bit. This will be our last set. So we'll go a little, maybe a little higher, a little faster, but I want you loose. So don't force to go higher. We're in a warm-up, so make sure the warm-up is supposed to make the workout easier. Not easier maybe in some ways, but if the warm-up is the workout, you need to tone it down. Okay, so forward, side, back, a little faster pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Behind us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now shake it out. Okay, just take a second to go through your body, muscles, heartbeat. Is there any place that's not warmed up? I don't think so. We're good. Okay, casual relaxed, I'm not making an effort. I said this the other day, I'm going to keep re-saying it. Two things we need to do. We got to visualize what our attacker's doing. If we're just doing fancy motions, we have no clue what they're doing, that's only half training. See, and if you can't figure it out, you just make it up for now and ask me later. Okay, so that's the first thing. Next thing is, your body isn't going to do something in a combat situation that you're not good at. If you're unstable or something, it won't allow you to do that. So what it sometimes will do is it allows you to get halfway there, which is even worse than being there. So you're unstable here, and your body in combat says no way, so it makes you go this way instead. So we're going to make anything that we do today that you feel automatically like non-combative, like balance. I want you to take the pressure off and relax and act as if it's a movement that you do all the time, instead of being down, grinding yourself. So you have two choices, either one. Okay, so imagine what's happening. Opponent's coming forward, we're going to step off, and now I'm not going to have my squared hips this way. I'm turning my hips over this way, pulling this left side toward the opponent. Okay, so it's a little different than the correct open X. It's more of a twisting position. See, sideways, left pointed arrow, right? Okay, here we go. One, and that's the right foot forward. Back, two, back, three. Let's go ahead and take the left arm and circle it in with an open inside hooking block instead of the hook. Okay? Remember, anytime we go one way, there's inherent in the art, there's the opposite way. Okay? When we can go up, we can also go down. So right now we're coming this direction, and then our backhand, like holding the lid, right? So the backhand just is going to come up to almost left pointed arrow. Okay, let's do it again. One, circle, back, two, back, three, back, four, back, five, back, if it's too easy, six, drop yourself down, back, seven, back, eight, back, nine, back, 10, back. Okay, now put the hands just right down here. I want you to go back to the other side, and again, squared, nope. I want you to turn, but I want you to keep your hands there. Your shoulder has to pull back, but see if you can leave your hands, instead of doing this, keep your hands on this side, right hand on the right side, left hand on the left side. Okay, so it goes one, back, two, back, three, it's just where they're starting, back, four, now you add the motion, back, five, back, six, back, seven, back, eight, back, nine, back, 10, back. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the other side and we'll add another one. Okay, so we're kind of playing with holding the wind, twisted willow, left pointed arrow. Now we're going to do a little gentle swans. So right leg back, hands come up. Okay, so this hand is coming around, leg, lifting the leg. This hand is going to come under and lift this direction. Gentle swans. And back. So one motion. Okay, one-sided motion anyways. Two, one motion. I just hooked it. We'll do two again. Two, back, three, back, four, back, five, back, six, back, seven, back, eight, back, nine, back, 10, back. So obviously you got to be kind of quick to do this. You also have to be kind of strong because you have a leg, but they're still useful information, movements. Let's finish the movement. So catch, and then gentle swan into left pointed arrow. Okay, so we're literally going to lift the leg up and turn out. Okay, so here we go. We go 1, lift, gentle swan, continue the turn, and back. 2, back. 3, back. 4, back. 5, back. 6, back. 7, back. 8, back. 9, back. 10, back. Now we'll refine it a little bit, okay? That's where the workout becomes fun. Okay, so you've got this part down. Okay, so right when this hand goes from gentle swan into a hooking motion, this hand just starts to turn. This hand really isn't going to stop. It's just going to come around. This turns over. Right when it's up to this position here, it continues to do the open X, rotates, moving his leg, or maybe catching a hand, and this time I want to be here. So I want to be here, I'm going to pull him a little bit. Okay, so that's why I wanted you to twist. So you're going to either pull and step back, or you're going to pull and step forward. Okay, so let's step forward for the first few. Okay, so if you look at this hand during this technique, okay, so just watch this hand. Okay, so it's going to just go up, around, and back. It's not going to go up, up, over. It's just going to go into the circles. So just flow with it. I'll take the count a little slower. You go as fast or as slow as you want. 1. And if you're going slow and accurate, you can get lower. 2. 3. Open X. Gentle swan. Open X. Horse. Drop. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 'Cause see if you can increase the speed and hold in the horse stance a little longer. So I'll count the same speed, but let's see if we can speed it up. And if not, if you're going to be herky-jerky, keep it slow. Or you can go slow and low, okay? Or you can alternate. 1. 2. 3. 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're just going to change one simple thing. We're going to step back. Okay, so sometimes when we're learning a new pattern, a set of movements like this, we kind of lock in everything from the step forward to the step back, and we kind of learn it as a whole when really it's the individual parts, because we can sequence this in 100 different directions, right? So once you get to it and you feel like you've got the flow, then you should change your directions so that you're never stuck going back and forth. Remember, a lot of the things that we do in class is dictated by the number of people in the class, the size of the hall, where the mirrors are at, where the instructor is, and how much room we have. A little unrealistic. So maybe we'll do it a different day, but take one of these workouts that we're doing, like a Monday, Wednesday workout, where we're doing some more tempo motions and stuff where you get a flow a little bit. Throw a bunch of things on the ground and don't step on them. So now you might have to be here because there was and then see whether you can do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to be stepping back. If you already know this motion or whatever, you can also step sideways and then forward again. Okay, I'm going to go the same direction so you guys can see. I'm just going to come here, 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 and pull back. Okay, you guys can mix it up a little bit if you want. Okay, here we go. 1. If you don't have the motion, but you're almost there, forget about the step back and just do exactly what we did. Back. 2. Back. Forward. 3. Back. 4. Back. 5. Back. 6. Back. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, so let's go with, we'll stick with the tempo motions. This is just us, we're good. Okay, so calming the ocean. Let's review, we've been kind of hammering this in. So go back to a cat stance. Start on your one hip to the shoulder, down to the hip. Hey, this is the block, this is the set point, but just find the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I was in, 8, 9, 10 front kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going to switch sides. Shake it out a little bit. In fact, grab that leg and stretch it back. Let the muscles relax. And from the cat. So we got switch the hands, switch the hip, and we're going the other direction now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, which way did it go? 2, sorry, 3, I start going the opposite way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so when you start doing these things on opposite sides, you pretty much start learning all your movements that way, even movements you haven't done. And don't worry too much about it, but think about the movement. The last time we were doing a class, we were doing some of the Kippo movements, and my brain went to the opposite side and I started doing it all left-handed. And I've never practiced that section of the form that way, but it just locked in. So as long as you're aware of it, you'll be okay. That's why I am emphasizing the visual of your attacker. Because if you're automatically going left or right, but you're not seeing what the attack is, that can get you in trouble. But if you see the hand coming and you're closing them off, opening them up, you're fine. Okay, let's go on to the other tempo motion we did was poison six. So from your combative neutral, which is just your cat stance but standing, we're going to step forward, hands come up, and then they pull down. Okay, up and across. Okay, we'll just start with the tempo motion. 1, 2, only your right foot's moving. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold on, 10. Okay, so the last couple of days we dropped down, came up, spun around, did the elbow motions. Those are on tape, you can look at them. So we also went up, and so this hand came right up, left down. As I turned, and this came in either to slap palm to the groin, hammer fist to the groin, or a back fist, and then step through. So we're going to add that little spin to it. So visualize, 1, pull down, strike up, hit, pull. Okay, so from your direction it looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to reverse and right down the center line. That hand's going to come right up under his chin, and then it's going to pull up and set. Okay, we'll go slow count. You guys can go faster though if you know the movement. 1, 2, 3, 'So you follow the lines, right, okay, right, my center line, the center line on the ground. Just remember, I should put tape in here, but the step over that line. Visualize the line coming straight down my hall here, okay? So right down where my groin, straight down. My right heel is on the right side of the heel, the line left is there. I'm stepping over the line, and then I'm turning my left strike, goes up that line. That line is his center line, so that should hit a target on his center line, right? So I come over the top and hit. Okay, and that's going to take some turning, So watch my angle, okay? If I could put angles on here, it'd be easier. Okay, so watch my left hand, guys. As I come around, I have to turn enough that this is here. I can't do that. Right? I need to turn, face my chin toward my opponent, my elbow, my shoulder, right down that line, under the chin, back the line up, and go. Okay? So what I'm seeing here, guys, is this. If you can't get your shoulder this way, you're going to have to move your foot to do it, or do a different technique, like kick them. Okay, here we go. I'll do a couple this way so you can see as well. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, back. Okay, got it? Good? Yes? Good? You sure? Okay. Feet in the same position. Okay, so we got crossover, turn to the left bow, remember where that line is. Okay, those lines that we always work on are usually lined up according to where your opponent is, but here's the line, cross over it, and turn. Now you're behind them and that line is back to the center. Okay, so let's go. Remember how we got around the opponent? We went 1, strike, hit. Let's review that a couple of times. Let me turn around here. Okay, combative. Okay, so we're going to step over, spin around, lift, strike right up under the head. Okay, so we'll go 1 and back. Okay, just do a few loose ones. It's just a review. 1, lift, spin behind, hit, and then down. 2, 3, 4, 5, sidestep the punch, knock the arm down, lift the chin, get behind him, hit the back of the head, on impact point, pivot the other direction. But this hand still goes this way. Doesn't come this way, there's a back in your way. Right here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shake the hands out a little bit. Temple motion. I guess it's the temple motion day. Okay, calm me the ocean. Poison 6. Okay, small step over to the left cat, throat, back of the head, left pointed arrow. Okay, so we're gonna just add another tempo motion to it. So we know this one, we know this one. Now when you're adding this as a left pointed arrow is an attack opposed to a defense, okay? So, 1, 2, from my open X, I'm in a right open X, all I'm doing, don't make this a mystery, all I'm doing is taking my back leg, my left leg, and going to a cat stance. Then I'm just doing left pointed arrow. The problem is his head's in the way. So there's his throat, there's the back of the head, so I hit my own hand, and I rip and rake the throat, and then I'm back into the cat, and I'm into left pointed arrow. Okay, let me see you do it once to make sure we got it. We got that? Okay, do it once. Ready, go. 1. Yeah, there you go. Good. Excellent. Okay, 2. All right, good one. 3. 4. 5. 6. 'Think of it. Capital 3, right? Okay, so calming the ocean. So when we do these applications and stuff, again, depending on where you're at in your training, if you know the tempo motions, then you focus on what the other things are. If you don't know those tempo motions, you focus on those first, because those are our core, right? So let's do the non-application. Okay, calming the ocean, poisonous snakes, okay, cat stance, left pointed arrow. That's what we're doing, guys. Good. Back. So if you change the order of the form, it would go 1, 2, 3. Then you have your own version of tempo motions. I just like to get combative. So now it goes 1, 2, hit. Okay, so we had that. The hit is coming this way, right? Into his throat. Back, smack, pull. Okay, so let's do it. Kind of get a rhythm to it. 1. Back. There you go. Perfect. You got it. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. Back. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, good. So when we pivot, we turn, right? Think about anytime we have a turn, when we're close to an opponent, like that one, okay? So I'm stepping behind, hitting the throat. I want you to, most of the time, not always, there's simpler ways to deal with that. That's not the purpose. Multiple attack starts when that next opponent comes. So we are taking him out, but dealing with the next opponent. So when we have these internal things where we're close and we turn and we do what, almost something awkward or something, orientate yourself toward the other opponents that you have, and it makes total sense. Okay, rather than doing 5 strikes to this guy and then turning here, you're doing a strike toward him as you turn to that guy. Okay, so let's do one more with the thought on that. Let's put the opponent behind us. He's in front of us, but we got to turn. Okay, so he's here. We're going to come over this direction, hit, and we're thinking right there. Bang. And we'll add a side kick to that one. Okay, got it? Just get your mind there on the turn. 1. Even if you don't do the side kick, think about where that next guy is. You can throw him behind you too if you don't have the space. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, so here's a basic rule, right? When we don't have the second opponent in our mind, when we don't have the second opponent, when we're not thinking of them, we'll do a harder technique here, right? When we start thinking of the second opponent, sometimes we do a light one to get to the next one. That's not allowed. You still have to go hard here so that you don't have to deal with him because you're very close to your opponent. So when we add multiple attacks, make sure that you notice yourself if you're taking it easy on the last one. The last one needs to be the hardest one, right? Because that's why it's the last one. Because if it's not hard, you have to keep going. I don't know how comfortable you are this close to your opponent while dealing with another one. So this has to be, that has to be a finisher, okay? So make it a finisher and then drive that energy into the next opponent. And you can change that to anything you want later on. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Let's go through left pointed arrow. Okay, but let's go through the different directions. I know it's left, but should call forward pointed arrow. But anyways, forward cat, lift, left pointed arrow. Okay, shift to the side. Okay, just pull it, center opening there, and back. So you're going to go up, pull, and back. Left pointed arrow, back. Left pointed arrow, back. Left pointed arrow, and back. Left pointed arrow, back. Easy, easy. Left pointed arrow, and around. Good. So now you don't stop, right? You just go right to that position here. Cock this leg. Get it ready for defense or offense. Okay, so left pointed arrow, and just keep it coming around. Got it. Now, let's change it a little bit. Left pointed arrow to the front. Once you're in the position, let's not pull this way. Let's turn that way. Okay, so this time, this upper body is going to be moved by the hips opposed to the hands. See, this is the hands. That's the hips. There's uses for both of them, so you need to learn them both. Okay, so here we go. Left pointed arrow. Open X. Left pointed arrow. And back. Left pointed arrow. Into that open X. Hey, looking good, guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now when you get to the open, when you get to this part, I said the body turns. When you get to that opening right here, stop the body, and now do that same twist and get further back. So I had you go here, twist. Now I'm having you go here, twist. So put the guy back here. Okay, so twist and set. So you're looking that direction. I lock this leg into this knee. Okay, left pointed arrow, halfway around the circle. 1. Okay, know when to start your hands. 2. When to start your turn. When to stop your turn and let the hands continue with that twist. Back. 3. 4. 5. 6. And this would be a completely okay exercise or technique to do on both sides, guys. 7. But we have to change that to called right pointed arrow, obviously. Going to the right. 8. 9. 10. Okay, we got just a little bit more left here, so I'm going to just add one more thing to it. Even without the hands, this is a very useful exercise. So we're going to go, I'm doing the same thing you just did. Left pointed arrow, then the body, then the hands, then the legs. Okay, so we're going to end up in a rightmost stance. So we're turning, right? So if I go facing you, I'm going up. When the hands stop, I turn to the open X. When I'm locked in, the hands turn around, and then I step forward and off for the opponent behind me. I can very well step this way too. I'm turning around for a reason. As soon as I turn and go forward, I'm becoming offensive. When I turn and go back, I'm defensive. Okay, so here we go. 1. Turn, open, step, and back. 2. Back. All that movement we did with the hips. Okay, remember all that comes into play right now. 3. 4. 5. 'kay, so we step forward, we step back now. So everything here is the same, but we go right into a left bow stance. Okay, so here we go. 1. Back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. So a really good position, warm up to learn. When you're in this position here, okay, follow your hand, put your hand, follow it, open up, and then move. Okay? Open up, step forward. Open up, step around. Open up, step forward. Every direction you can go from this open X, forward, back, sideways, forward, sideways, is built into this spin. Open X, any direction. He's following me, he's circling me, any direction. I can always end up. The open X is, we call it sing she turn, greater or lesser turns, are awesome to learn that. They don't feel like that in the beginning because you're like stuck. So go to your neutral stance and poison snakes. Okay, there's your open X. Why did we do some of the movements we just did with the open X? We already know we can spin that way, but we can also sweep out and pull this direction. So you're not, when you guys learn a technique, sometimes we put you in the box, and now you're thinking, you learned it, so you're thinking, right? And so you don't even kind of maybe think that the open X can turn the other direction. After a while you do, because you see so many movements. But I still remember the time in the class where it was one of those aha moments. We were practicing poisonous snakes, arm break, side, across the eyes, back to the throat, temple, I don't know, hundreds of motions. And then the instructor said, let's do poisonous snakes against a front kick. And he just allowed us. He goes, go ahead guys, give it a try. And you can't imagine the things we came up with, all wrong. We were all coming up, so we had really high kickers. And then he had his instructor do it, and what he did was he just went down and lifted the leg up. And it seems really silly right now, but at that point I had the aha, why do we do it this way? Because we're doing it on a specific, right? Why can't it go? And that's when I started realizing that calming the ocean from the right can be calming the ocean from the left. Gentle swans that goes up can also go sideways. One that goes up can also go down. And it's kind of like this form, the temple motions, in one break, opened up hundreds and hundreds of different motions. And then, shortly after that, I realized, you mean I don't have to be in an open X to do this? I could do it from a bow? So I was a student, but still, this is how our mind naturally works, guys. I'm just a little bit different sometimes. So when you're in these motions, I want you to understand you're learning really hard, and your body's doing the motions. It starts to think, once you get it, erase it. Okay? Use a horse stance, then the open X, then turn, and then try to do something else. So let's recap. We did calming the ocean. Do it with me. Okay? We did poisonous snakes. And we did left pointed arrow. Got it. Okay? Three temple motions in different orders. Any questions?
No, sir.
Good. Let's get bowed out, guys. I eliminated the stretching, darn it. Okay, I'll do it later. Hush, hush, hush. Hey! Thank you.